All right, guys, we got DJ Gasso here ahead of our matchup with Oklahoma this weekend. We'll go ahead and open up the questions if y'all are ready.
What's up, guys? Good to see some of you. It's been a while.
How's it going, DJ?
Oh, good. That's a nice beard.
I appreciate it.
How long you been growing that for?
A while, man. It's been a long time since your Norman North days, for sure.
Okay, I only know you as clean shaven right there. Oh, I get
Yeah,
you going. That's awesome.
but ha how's it going over there? And just I guess just generally, what do you think about this weekend and getting a little family reunion up there in Fayetteville?
Yeah, no, it's going good. Like where our team's at, still learning and growing, and hopefully we can continue to stay competitive and get playing hot at the right time towards the end of the season. That's always the goal. And yeah, this weekend will be fun. I know that it'll be nice to just see the family. You don't really get to see them a ton during season. It's usually at holidays or maybe the World Series or recruiting in the summer, right? So it'll be really cool to have everyone to be able to see each other in March. I don't think that's ever happened. You know what I mean? So like everyone. So that would be nice.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
Hey DJ, it's nice to see you again, man.
Good to see you, Eric.
Hey, I wanted to ask you, Patty and JT, new look roster, so many new players. What's it say about the coaching they've done to move them to 22 and 0?
Yeah. Like, a lot of new players, a lot of talented players. You know what I mean? Really, really good athletes that I think maybe at the start of the season had to try to live up to some name, when they just play and be themselves. I think they're, really good and let the athleticism take over. But, you know, no matter if they're having the 4-year national champion returner starters or some of the recruits that they brought in. You're talking about some of the best coaches in the country that know the game well, that are able to relate to the players and communicate well. So they're going to do a great job no matter who's on the roster.
What do you remember about Abby Dayton?
She's a stud. Yeah, I recruited her for a long, long time. It was almost like she didn't want to say yes to Utah. Her and Carly Davison were on the same team. They were the 8 and 9 hole for the Batbusters. And my wife and I, right after our honeymoon, went and watched those two kids for like 7 games straight in 100-degree heat out in Shawnee, Oklahoma, and continued to do that the entire summer. But yeah, she was the 9 hole on the team that uh, OU has a lot of players from. You know what I mean? So that's one cool thing that maybe she got overlooked in some of her recruiting. But no, I believed in her since she was in high school and knew she was a very athletic, competitive, fiery kid that her coach described her and Carly as program changers. And that's exactly what they did at Utah. They came in day one and we had a little individual session, and they were the only two kids out working extra, and just doing that from a young age, right? You're talking your first day on campus as a freshman, and you're doing that and leading in that way. I think that says just the type of character those kids have. But no, she's a very exciting player. Believed in her from the start. Uh, Honored that I got the chance to coach her, and just happy that she is getting the ability to live out her dreams there at Oklahoma. So
I just have two more really quick questions. Who's going to be a head coach, you or JT first?
JT for sure, he's so much better than I am. So
And last question, what do you think about your dad in a lion suit when he coached against your mom?
yeah, doesn't wouldn't put. He's had that thing for a long time. I think when I was talking to Coach Difel, I think one time she said that don't quote me on this. I'll have to check this and let Hunter know if this is an accurate story, but I'm pretty sure he babysitted Trip, which is Coach Difel's oldest, and like came out in the lion suit. So that lion suit's been in the family for a while. So he busted that out of the attic probably. But yeah, that was pretty funny. That was pretty funny.
Hey, dude, thanks for your time today. Really appreciate it. Good luck this weekend, okay?
Thanks. Good to see you.
Yeah, DJ wanted to ask you. I know this is a tough question, but what's the number one thing that you took away from your mom that's shaped you as a coach?
Yeah. I think just, you know, how you do one thing's how you do everything. She's always been an extremely hard worker, a hustler, just finding ways to get done, be better. When she would do the garden herself, she was grinding. You know what I mean? And I know that because I would have to pick up all the trash. And I'm just like, yeah, like it's serious, like there's just so much stuff. And that's just a little example of, it's just something you do around the house and she just loves that hard work. And so whether you're at the field, the recruiting trail, she's gonna work hard. And I think that's kind of carried over. I was never the biggest, fastest, strongest when I played. And so the only way that I really had a chance to even see the field when I ever got to see the field was by trying to outwork people, being a great teammate. But I think she does a great job of um, putting others first. You know what I mean? Understanding the bigger picture. Softball's not who we are, it's what we do. And as hardworking, as competitive we are and wanting to win, I think at the end of the day, she does a great job of being able to separate the two and understand that, you know, life is so much bigger than wins and losses, even though they have won a ton. So easy for them to say that, right? But no, I think when the program truly changed is when she put that at the forefront instead of the wins and losses. So
And then same thing about your brother.
yeah, no, he uh besides his big old head, he has a big head, so he's really smart, right? So he has four kids and he's a great father. He's a great brother. Um they went through a lot and yeah, that would just be good to see them, all the family. But they've gone through a lot, and you would never know. Still funny, charismatic, uh, really smart, and find ways to, be the best at his job. And I truly think that he is. So hopefully, they can have an off weekend this weekend.
Hey, I really appreciate it, DJ. Great talking to you, and look forward to seeing you this weekend.
Thanks, good to see you, Ryan.
All right, we'll go to Dudley and then Eric Lopez.
Ryan, first of all, good to see you. Been a long time. The
Yeah,
and
you too, Dudley.
yeah, hey, Coach. In that same vein, what made Arkansas the right place for you at this time in your career?
Yeah, no, I think the program that Coach Deifel has built is the reason why I'm here. The family loving atmosphere that they create every single day is the reason why I'm here. Um, the amount that they win, the competitive drive that they have is a big reason why I'm here. I truly believe that we can win a national championship here at Arkansas, and that's exactly why I came. My wife is from Fort Gibson, Oklahoma, so that's about hour 25, hour and a half away from Fayetteville. And so that was just a blessing to have the family aspect. Her family that close has been huge. They own a prom store in Vian, Oklahoma, which is right off I-40. And that's about an hour, 15, hour 20 away. So being able to have the ability to have that family dynamic isn't something necessarily I had in Norman, Oklahoma, with my mom and dad's all of their family living in California. So to have the ability to raise a couple kids and, when we're gone on the weekend, my father-in-law being able to come up and spend time with the grandkids, I think that's amazing. So not often do you get to have your job and that competitive environment and everything that you want uh, uh, in your profession line up with your personal life. And that's why Arkansas is a perfect spot.
Also, Bobby Bones, fun to be around, but do you want to turn him off every once in a while?
I told him to stop tweeting. I said, dude, well, like, come on. You know what I mean? I represent the Hogs. You can't be doing that. But tell you what, man, he has his opinions, and I think that honestly shows the dedication that the Razorbacks have. You know what I mean? You have people that care. You have people that want to win and are truly invested. And having that type of buy-in from the fans, that's you're gonna get that. You know what I mean? Shoot, we've gotten that here. I've gotten personal letters as a coach in my first year here at Arkansas. So it just comes with the territory, and I think everyone that coaches here, everyone that works in the athletic department here, they know it comes with that territory, and that's why we love it.
One last one. I appreciate the youngsters that y'all have, an incredibly gifted bunch. I have been playing together really for a while. Just talk about how they've come in and kind of infused some energy in the program.
Yeah, absolutely. Not only energy, but hard work too. They do it the right way, and they've definitely helped set that standard of what we're looking for in our athletes. But extremely competitive, fearless. There's some things to learn. There's some things that they'll definitely grow into as well. But yeah, they're not phased by a big stage. They're not phased by, really opponents that we're facing. They do it the right way and extremely competitive and very proud of their growth so far this year.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks, Ed.
All right. Eric,
All right, DJ, good to talk to you there. I know Plank's probably going to seek you out there. You talk about the Pete Carroll era beginning with the Raiders, you two there,
Yeah, I
right? Like
know. I was
he's
just
going
on
to,
with K-Ref and I was like, hey, where's playing with the Raider questions at?
right?
Where we
Well, what are
at?
you going to do? I want to ask you about Bree Ellis. I had her on the podcast early this year, and she said to me that she wished she would have met you earlier because she has learned so much from you from a hitting standpoint. Just talk about building that relationship with players like Bree and getting the most out of them.
Yeah, man, it's kind of just getting out of her way and just letting her hit. You know what I mean? Hitting coaches are problem solvers. We're not, hey, here's the mechanic. This is what you have to do. It's more of like, here's the problem. And with her, yeah, there's a couple swing mechanical things that we adjusted, but there's the mental side of it too. It's the feeling good side of it as well. Like there's so many things that go into not only having a confident hitter succeed on the field, like it's not just mechanics and hit. Like there's so many things, and so there's been a couple times where our hitting sessions are just conversations. You know what I mean? Because it's just a talk that needed to happen, or maybe a couple feels here and there. But man, she's doing a great job. She's extremely confident. Her presence in the box is something that I've definitely felt this year from her, and not necessarily overly trying. She's in there to have quality at bats and do it for her team. And I think the hard work and everything that she's worked for not only in her career, but especially this fall and this January, I think you're starting to see all that hard work pay off.
Like learn as well working with Kaylee Wyckoff and Carly, kind of know those there a little bit, but taking then blending into this team.
Yeah, no, Wiki's doing a good job, man. It's tough because she's hit the ball really well right at people. You know what I mean? So I think from a number standpoint, they could be higher. You know, she's just not having I think, the luck, I guess you would say, that you want. And so with her, it's more like keeping her grounded, like, hey, you're a really good hitter. And things just aren't falling your way right now. You know what I mean? But, you just keep working hard. You keep your head down. You keep grinding, and she's been doing that. She's kind of getting beat up every now and then, with her body. So it's just getting her healthy and getting her in the right mindset. But, there's not anyone that I don't feel confident with her in the box that she'll have success. Like she's a really, really good hitter. And Carly Davison, she's been blending well too. I think she kind of struggled and was pressing early in the season. So we honestly were comparing her swing now to when she was a freshman at Utah at the end of the season, not in the middle or start, but at the end of the season. She had to work through some things her freshman season, but getting those kind of feels and those swings, getting closer together, I think has been super successful for her. But yeah, those kids are, we can talk the stuff that they do on the field all day, but I think what they bring off the field to this team has a major, major impact. And really happy for them and the success that they've had, but also just how much they've gelled and glued with our team so far and set the standard for future players that come into the program.
And then my last question: what's it been like now? A couple of years with Courtney, you've known her for a long time. Obviously, since she was at OU there, and she's joked that you were a youngster back then, running around. But what's it been like working with her now, going on a couple of years, and kind of what have you learned as far as from her that you've applied to yourself, maybe?
Yeah, no, she'll let me know like some things that she sees, and I love it. Just the other day, I asked her like, "Hey, when I'm not going to give names or give anything out there, but I said, hey, when people were doing good off this pitcher, what did you feel from the hitting group? Trying to pick her brain about some things. She's extremely knowledgeable, extremely competitive, extremely fierce on the field, and then off the field, loving, caring. You know what I mean? She does a really good job of separating the two. Um, you know, Extremely great mother, not only to her family, but all the kids here. You know what I mean? She does a great job. She allows you to do your job and trust in the staff. You know what I mean? Love working for her, but also with Coach Gibb and Coach Michael. We got an incredible coaching staff that are incredible human beings. And so it's a great environment to work in, that's for sure.
Thanks.
You see her.
All right, Ryan.
Hey man, how you doing?
Good. How you doing?
Good. Thanks for doing this. I was going to ask. I know you mentioned all the family being around, being a little bit different than usual March, but once the game actually gets going, what is actually weird looking over across the other dugout? What are you able to kind of step aside and just be like casket hand? But you know what I mean? Like as far as actually coaching through the games.
Yeah. No, I mean, the game's for the players. You know what I mean? We can prep them all we want through the week, but when game time happens, it's their time to shine, their time to go have fun, Uh, yeah, it will be great to, like you said, see them and stuff. It's not going to be something where it's like you're looking in the dugout. Me and my brother, when I played them at Utah in the 2-1 game, we didn't chirp at each other, but we kind of like did some stuff at each other. So that was about it. Um, but yeah, not a ton. We were on the first base dugout when we played them. We'll be on the third base dugout this time. So knowing myself, I might have to say something to my mom every now and then, just to be annoying to her. That's usually what I do, is just try to nag at her and annoy her, try to get her to smile, and she'll just stop, DJ. So knowing myself, I'll probably have to do something like that potentially, but no, it'll be good. Like I said, it's about the players. It's not necessarily about us, but it'll be definitely good to see the family in March.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. Ethan, you have any questions?
No, whole squad was here today, and the whole squad showed up and took them all. So fun stuff to listen to.
Come on, Ethan.
All right,
I do actually. I always have one though, so I do have one that's been on my mind. DJ, I know it's got to be the most frustrating thing in the world last week, and first two games I think stranded 10 back to back. Just what changed on Sunday to help the team, really break through?
Yeah, no, I think we trusted the plan a little bit more on Sunday. I think maybe I communicated the plan a little better. I feel like I could have done a lot better job that first game for sure. But things just didn't fall our way too. We had a couple hard hit balls that didn't go our way, and that's the game. And are you able to overcome that? And we just didn't. And it was a learning experience that we'll take going forward. But no, I just felt like we were very confident, very calm, and I think that just speaks to the character of this group, the competitiveness of this group, knowing like, hey, we didn't play our best or to our standard the first couple of games, and we have an opportunity to do that on Sunday, and they did. So that was it was great to see.
Thanks, DJ.
Yep, thanks, Ethan.
all right. Couple more questions if anybody has any. If not, we can close it out. That it?
I have a quick one really quick. Sorry.
You're good.
Hey DJ, obviously you know this Oklahoma program extremely well. Is there any extra advice you give your team going into this weekend series, especially just with it being the first time they've gone head to head in the SEC?
Yeah, no, they're tough. They're competitive. They are not going to back down. You know what I mean? And I think the teams that really do well against them have that same mindset. You know what I mean? They're gonna throw punch, and the thing about them is when you score on them, they're gonna find a way to come back and score. Like they're the resilient group that loves that kind of fight and battle. And so it's just accepting that challenge. It's rising to that occasion and playing at that level with them because, like I said, they're a lot of the messages that I give and say are things that they say to their team too, right? That's just kind of what you do. It's what I've learned. So, no, like I said, they're a really, really good team, really, really well coached, and uh, are never going to back down from a challenge or, no matter what the score is, they're still going to play at the level that is the standard for them. So it's just accepting that challenge. And when things get hard and things kind of get a little chaotic, still keeping your composure, staying calm and finding a way to do your job when that environment is a little tougher. So, but no, it's a really good team, and looking forward for the challenge. It's a huge challenge when you face them. And so as a coach, it's, you're up at night and trying to game plan what's going to be the best. So yeah, that's what makes the game fun, is that challenge.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Appreciate you, DJ. Appreciate you,
Hey,
Hunter.
DJ.
Thank you.
DJ, thanks a bunch.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.